This is the Monday Midsole, and tonight we're talking about Beyonce signing with Adidas, Beehive on the fly, Kyle Korver talking about racism in the NBA, about damn time, new Air Max Tehran ID on the scene, that and much more. Grab your seat. It's the Monday Midsole.
Tuned into the Monday Midsole with your hosts, Molly Mall, Polos and Jays, and Buckeye City Soul. Let's go! Perfect.
Yo, what's going on? It's Monday. It's the Monday Midsole where we talk about sneakers, sports, and whatever's going on in the environment. I am your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it in the time machine to better days.
BC.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Polos and Jays. I only got one AK for you tonight. Fuck all y'all that got them for us early because I didn't. With that, I'm gonna pass it over to the dude that's head is so big he can't see nobody else on the screen.
Hold up, man. I thought the camera's tilted up, not towards my waist, right?
Oh, gross.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, I'm back, unboxed with the shittiest app on Apple.
Glad you said it.
That's a hell of a plug.
We're gonna kick it over to Mr. Molly Mall.
What's going on? Usual suspects, Molly Mall in the building. Happy to join you on another Monday. It's playoffs, NBA playoffs, Dub Nation, play tonight 10:30. We're gonna get it. And with that, man, let's get the show going. Oh, I ain't get no fours either, but I'm all right. All right, well, like this 12-step program that I'm in.
It's people talking shit.
Certain things. So,
well, bread gang.
Fuck your breads. I already got them.
They get the four. You got the ones with the Nike on the back?
Then had those.
I will. I will. Oh shit, I had the OGs, nigga. Shit.
I had the OGs too, nigga. Come on, man.
Damn, son.
Nigga, when the OGs came out, you was 7 years old. What the hell is you talking about?
OGs came out. I was 9 or 10. 9. I had them. Don't hate. But today we got we have an abbreviated show. We're gonna try something new, a little bit of a different format. We're gonna run it a little bit tighter. So pause. So probably about an hour or so. See how that goes. And then if you guys want to do, the battles and the gaps, we can kind of do that on a separate day if you guys want to. If you want to, let us know in the comments. And let's get into what's in the box.
Who's in the box? Because I envy your normal life. Put the gun down, David. It seems that envy is my sin. Oh, what's in the box?
Welcome to What's in the Box, sponsored by the Container Store and also 89 Manufacturing Company. I think the link is still in the description, so go ahead and check them out and save some money on your purchases there. But today, as we do What's in the Box, what we're going to do is we also changing that up a little bit too. We're not going to go through all of whatever we picked up. We're just going to pick maybe the top 1 or 2 things that we have and then keep it moving. So, Ma.
Yes. What's in the box? Let's see. Just old pairs. That's it. Nothing new. Nothing new.
In 2 weeks?
In a couple weeks, I might have a little something. But for right now, we still strong.
Because we wasn't here last week. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I got nothing. Nothing
All
came
right.
last week. Nothing came this week. Nah.
Man.
I'm telling you, I'm doing much better.
The willpower on this guy.
More wheels than 100 cars. Papoose.
All right, Mo, what you got, man?
Shoot, I forgot. I got the those Air Max 2s, the Atmos, the Air Max 2 lights, the Atmos. Probably gonna take them. Probably take them back. Though I thought about turning them into a gym shoe. I had to see them in hand. I'm just not that dude to pull it off. I'm not gonna front. I probably wear them once and fuck it up.
You knew,
you know it.
Hey, you saw that. You saw that value wasn't the same. That Atmos energy wasn't the same.
So.
No, I just, I can't do it, man. I mean, I lack style. I'm a sweats and t-shirt dude. I can't do shit with those. So I might turn them into gym shoes, or I might just
I just sent you a little something. How about you cop those?
Let me see.
They got heels on them.
Oh, as long as it's a red bottom, Marcus.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Hey, I'm about to say.
So Marcus,
I'm learning from Marcus. He got red bottoms. I got to do it.
Of course.
It's only on GOT night.
oh man, y'all
Go
over there
ahead.
watching the crying game.
All right, which one of y'all Negroes pick something up?
I got nothing. I got shit coming in this week, but I ain't got nothing.
You want to tip your hand?
You'll see next week.
That would be a no.
Oh,
You
Molly. Oh, Molly, you killing me here.
All right, well, I got two on my show. I did get the blue Superman LeBron, and then staying along with the Bron,
Rich.
I got the Martin LeBron 16 too. The laces are kind of tripping me out.
I was gonna ask
Wow.
what's the deal with
Double
that.
set?
Yeah, it's a double. So, like, typically I tuck the laces in. Like, I wear mine just like this, but it's hard to tuck all that in. Pause.
Damn. Say, it looked like a ball of yarn. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I just put them in, and then I try to tuck them in the side, but yeah, it looked like it looked like you got diabetes. So yeah, you know,
nigga wearing a dope diaper and shit on this shit.
I look like a Ronald McDonald collar.
Aside from that, I mean, are they as dope as they look like in the pictures? Is it worth the cop?
I think it's worth the cop, man. I really like them. I think it's crazy that
tomorrow.
I think it's crazy that coming out tomorrow. I think it's crazy that they didn't have more Laker colors to go. You know, I mean, he's gonna be playing in LA for quite a while. Why wouldn't they drop more Lakers? Well, possibly. Maybe they say, hey, we gotta get rid of LeBron next year, and the Magic's like, hey, I'm out. I ain't being a part of that. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
But then they're also saying that Ty Lue might get back in there too. So you know how that goes. What's up, Demetrius? But yeah, man, I like them. I like them a lot. I'm glad that I got those. I like them actually better than the cheetah booties. The purple cheetah booties.
I like those.
Oh, really?
What?
I like them. I like them better, man. I like the purple cheetah booties are basically like the maroons, the maroon cheetah booties, but purple. But I like this.
You wanted more Laker colors.
I know, but I like these better though. So
Did any of y'all got those?
Color.
Nah, I think who got them?
OG Sneakers got them.
Sneakers
That's the
got
only
them.
person I know who got them, and he got them in Atlanta, right? At Com?
Yeah, he did get them. So
OG, if you watching this, you don't need them. Send them my way. We local and the same size.
yeah, you size everybody's size.
Well,
Hey, if I got to make it work.
He 11.5, I think.
I sold him my fly knit bread one.
Oh man, I'm glad. I wish I didn't buy those. Man, like
You
there's so
say the
many.
same thing after you buy those fly net fours that you're looking at too.
I'm
Oh
about,
man, don't do that.
man, I'm worried that I'm gonna get the red ones because
Don't.
I'm gonna try to.
I'm telling you now not to, but
I'm gonna try to express some willpower as I go through this weekend and skip on
Hey,
the
you know what you
11
do?
low.
keep track on Excel.
Yeah.
That'll make you revert some purchases.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might have
also
to.
in his Excel, he has 16,000 pairs. He started to slow down.
Damn, how many pairs? What's the count?
I don't have a count.
Damn lie.
He said I can't count. The abacus doesn't go that high.
No, I don't. No, for real, I don't count. I don't have a count of the quantity. I know how much
man.
I spend on an annual basis, but I don't know like how many pairs I have. And
Somebody
I won't
else
count.
counted before that counted them.
Yeah, but he counted wrong.
I know a roundabout number.
Yeah, he roundabout wrong though.
It's still motherfucker.
He said he didn't see the attic.
Yeah.
You see the guest house.
I can tell you it's more than the rest of us three put together. I can say that much.
That's because Mo gets rid of his on a monthly basis.
Even if Mo kept every pair he had, you still got more than I.
Listen, that's how rumors get started.
That's how the truth gets started.
Right.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
So Marcus, man,
Next topic.
you got the releases.
I guess. I mean, I didn't even look at it this week to see what's coming out. If it's anything worth a damn, but I got it up.
Well,
All right, cool.
those Martins.
Pause.
Martins, all right.
My team.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's on you.
Oh, damn it. I'm not ready.
This guy.
Come on, quick draw.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
man.
ready. All right. So, as
I
Kev
just
just showed, we got
I just
the
saw
Nike
some
LeBron
midget
16.
porn pop up. What you doing back
Oh,
there?
man.
Hey, it's little people.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I
They need love,
apologize.
too. They need love, too.
Give it to him.
Mo, remember when you said the midgets had big booties?
What? What they do?
Okay.
They got I ain't going front.
What the hell?
Go ahead.
All
Let me
right,
shut up.
so, again, we got the LeBron 16 Martin, the one Kevin just showed. It's dropping tomorrow. Me, personally, I'm thinking that I don't think this is going to be a sellout like we've seen.
Shit,
with
laces
some
are
of the
tucked
other
there.
LeBron. Yeah, they got them tucked in somehow, some way.
Yeah,
on
but
there.
you got to get a foot in there, too, though. That's the thing. You can put it in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it.
But yeah, going for 185. I saw a couple of retailers here getting them, so I don't know if they're gonna sell out, man. I'm not.
I don't think these
Not
will.
really.
I think these will be similar to, what was it? The Promises. Like, I don't think they'll sell out.
Right.
Which color were
I
those?
think I still have those.
They were black with
problem-
like the multicolored bottom.
No, so say no more. You said they were black.
I still need to get them. I saw somebody with them for 215, so I might go ahead.
Hey, Kick Square got the Watch the Thrones for 200.
Damn.
Mine should be here tomorrow. I didn't
Wait,
buy.
wait, hold up.
I didn't. Hold on. I bought these a while ago.
Well, great.
I bought
Collection.
I bought them from StockX. But if I
need to keep count. We need to keep a poll going.
Nah,
about to go.
Kev
it's going dead. now.
go on spurts.
Yeah, it's going dead for a while.
He's like, yo, I'm not copping anything for a couple weeks. Then
Niggas
next
is
thing you know,
broke.
20 pairs come in.
Hey man,
He's like,
you
well,
know what I'm saying?
these are pre-order.
Yeah, I bought those already.
He's like, the money been cleared on those. They just didn't get here yet.
Yeah.
All right, so then we got the women's Air Max 95 plant. Looks like they're coming out with like a lot of plant type shit this week or
Earth
whatever.
tone, little Easter clean.
Yeah.
Man, that looked like
Bunch
a
of
Neapolitan
stuff.
ice cream sandwich.
I think they kind of fly, man.
You
I
gonna
think
get
they
them?
kind of fly.
Nah.
Nah, they women's. They probably
Yeah.
not gonna go for my size.
You can fit
They're
them.
not gonna go for my size.
They
10
win.
and
I
a
doubt
half.
Yeah, you get the matching
doubt it.
panties with them.
Oh, Lord. Listen,
You got the draws,
You
dog.
already know.
Oh yeah, I would too, but I don't think that one's gonna go up to our size. So
It'll get up
I
there.
got them
I
there.
got
Oh,
them little
no.
and then we got another women's Vapor Max 3, the Barely Volt Pink Tint. That's also dropping on the
Barely.
18th.
Soon
Yeah, it will
playing
barely be purchased by
at the
anybody.
outlet.
Definitely. They need to give up on Vapor Max because they're just not doing it.
Yeah.
No.
Then you got a couple of these Nike Zoom Vomero 5s. I don't know if anybody want to see those.
Man, these
but
look like them Balenciagas lightweight.
Yep, they look exactly like those Balenciagas.
Hmm.
Got
Pass.
another women's.
They look like a shoe
Is it the
barn.
same damn shoe?
You can get them at the shoe barn.
Which ones?
Those Zoom Vomero.
It's like shoe barn. Another women's 95 colors, slightly different. The
I'm
material
about to
is
say,
slightly
look like
different.
the same. Oh,
They
okay.
do look like the same one, but the colors are a little bit different here.
They look like
a little bolder.
chicks that steal ketchup packets would have dirty pairs of these.
The hell?
What the fuck?
Here go a pair I can see Mo rocking the
Oh man,
Reebok workout.
in prison.
I can see him rocking these with some leotards and
Oh man, with a tank, with one of them European tank tops with the big extra big holes in them.
doing the flash dance and shit with the chair and the water.
You got a trash man basketball jersey on.
You get the G and the white beater on.
It come with a pack of Newports.
And a mint julep.
Oh shit! So then we got a Bape Adidas NMD. I
Too,
guess it's still STLT.
too little, too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You throw Beyonce in them.
Hey,
People might talk about them.
That's about it.
Dropping this weekend. We got the Air Jordan Low Blue
Friday.
Snakeskin. Who going after these?
Not
I
me.
don't know, bro.
Ain't doing
I
no
like
other
them,
lows.
but I don't want to spend money on them.
I know, man. They clean though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cop
They
them,
are.
'cause They every pair I've seen, I think Ness had a pair that he
got
Yeah,
him.
Ness. I think DS Dan got him
super
too.
early.
Yeah,
I could have got him same time as them, but I passed.
Same here.
Good move.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Put them funds or something else.
Nah, I mean, I just looked at. Remember back in the day when they first came out, and then like they get all like creased up, and these look worse creased up than I think the regular patent leather.
Oh yeah, the creases. Yeah, the crease is gonna be bad on these. I mean, they're gonna yellow where the white is on there. They're gonna but I still want them.
I don't want them. I want them, but I don't want to. I don't want to
pay for them.
Yes.
Then Friday, you also got another pair of the Adapt BBs. It's a dark gray.
There you go, Kev.
No, I don't need those.
Oh, you rich red.
Nah.
Didn't both of y'all get the first pair?
I got the first pair. That's all I need. They're all right, man. I wear them to pick the baby up. You know what's crazy though?
I'm waiting on a red pair.
Like I had adjusted them at the mall or something, and then when I was walking around, I did something, and then they went back to where I had preset it. So people were looking around like, "What the hell?" Like,
that's the best part.
Sound like a fax machine.
That is kind of embarrassing to be standing somewhere with that don't have a clue. Man, you standing around folks and you start making robotic sounds and shit.
Yeah. They're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my shoes, auto lacing." You know.
I gotta think this nigga got a bomb on his feet or something.
Oh no, what was it? Julian on my Kicks Dope said just to make sure you tell your TSA that you have auto lacing because shit must have went off. Said it took him an extra half hour. We almost missed the flight.
Yeah, they'd be like, you can't keep these batteries in these joints. You can't be in the high altitudes. I'm not taking them in no airplane.
All right, then you got this. How do you say this? Is it Sakai?
Trash.
Sakai.
You say it.
Sakai, the Blazer.
Are those even dropping? Because I heard all of them got pushed out. The waffles got pushed.
I heard
these got pushed too.
I heard the runners did.
Yeah, I
heard the Blazers was gonna drop though.
Yeah, I had heard something about all of them, but who knows? I don't know. I mean, how you gonna drop those and you push the other joints back? But they released on the page of the person who designed them, right? So I don't know what's up with those. I do want them waffles.
Yeah, them waffles are dope. But you got two colorways of the Blazers that's dropping.
The blue waffles.
Then you got another LeBron 16 MPLS. It's not a bad colorway. That's not bad, man.
I think Retro posted those, didn't
he? Yeah, the Minneapolis joints. Those are reserved for Kobe, though. I ain't rocking no bronze in that colorway.
I'm not
Retro
getting
post
those.
every bronze shit.
I'm not gonna get those.
Y'all like those?
3 layers of trash.
They're kind of dope.
They're not bad, but I just don't need them. Like,
let me see. I don't think. Yep, that's it. That's all we got coming out. That's worth taking a look at.
All right, sir.
All right. So, is anybody picking anything up this weekend? Like for real?
No.
Negative.
All right, Kev, you hesitate.
I'm gonna get those 11s.
I'm not picking.
Kev is copping those 11 lows.
I'm not. I
bet you they sit in the confirm for at least 28 minutes.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get those. But I have 3 pair en route, and then I'm done.
Well, 3? Is that including?
And I'm done for this
week.
Just
got today.
Yeah, is that including the force from today?
No, because they ain't shipped yet.
No, they're on the way. I'm saying I have 3 on the way, and
I'm gonna get those 11, and then I'm hitting my swoosh plug for a couple of pairs at the Air Max from this weekend.
Which the
98s. I'm gonna get those.
Okay.
They 120. They 120 on swoosh.
Wait, man. We gonna talk? Yeah, I saw those in the London that didn't sell out, but all the other ones did. I thought those were the two. To me, they were the best 2 looking pair.
Yeah, but I think they matched GR. Those 98s. I think they matched GR.
We did miss those dog walker joints.
I didn't see them, man.
That's on the 20th.
Oh yeah,
right.
on the 20th. Yeah,
I didn't see them.
Those. I'll throw for those.
I like the little shit on the bottom of them. I thought
Shut up.
Oh man, you can put some real shit for free. Authentic. What up, 313? No, word and
now,
KB.
Marcus definitely wants some dog shit on the bottom of his shoe just so he can pretend like he go outside.
I mean,
like, see?
Oh man. Message.
All right, so let's go ahead and to the next segment. We're going directly into the topics. Welcome to the topic, sponsored by City Jeans Premium. Make sure, if you're in the New York, New Jersey area, that you check them out. Or you can get online. Typically, if it's a hot release, they already sold in the store. But, you know, check out pairofshoes.com. And we are in the topics. First topic is Beyonce's collaborations with Adidas and how they feel that it could help them get a key customer. And then people are saying that Nike should be terrified. Who wants to go first on this one?
I'll chime in. So, I mean, the last time we had a headline like this, it was when Adidas collabed with Kanye, and you kind of saw where that took them. So, listen, this could be that catalyst to help them get over the hump. Whether it's going to be long term or short term, we don't know. But we know that Beyonce definitely has a huge following. Beehive don't play. So if she's coming out with anything, they're going to support her. So that's automatically going to mean good sales for Adidas. Yeah, and surprisingly, year to date, Adidas is up about 21% in the market. And Nike's up about 16%. So, there's some competition there.
Now, who do you think that this new customer is going to be? Do you think it is going to be female sneakerheads that are currently sneakerheads right now, or do you think that it will bring in?
It's the casual.
Okay.
Because I think like male sneakerheads, female sneakerheads think in the same capacity. So something like this isn't getting that diehard. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Someone who wants like a novelty piece, someone who collects everything, and they say, "Oh, well, I need this as part of my collection," so they'll cop that. But as far as the demographic, they're trying to pull in that person that maybe only cops a couple pairs a year, right? Not that person that's pretty much buying, things on a consistent basis. They're not trying to coerce or trying to get market share from Kev. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to pull in from an untapped resource.
Right. Nope, I agree.
Yeah, and she just she mentioned Word just mentioned Darion. I was gonna say the same thing, but
yeah.
I mean, you look at how clothing brands do, like with Yeezy. I mean, a lot of his stuff was kind of just sitting there as far as the clothing. And if you look at the boots and things on his personal website, a lot of times they'll sit, but had they come out like with Adidas, for some reason they'll sell.
He should be expensive though too, and he looking homeless. Like I know I ain't got no fashion, but what was it? Was it the Desert Rats where you had to get the whole outfit? It was if you wanted the shoes, you had to get the pants, the shirt, or the shorts and the shirt. It was like $700 total.
Yeah,
it was like I don't want them that bad, and I look homeless.
Trash. And then they dropped again, I think. Without you didn't have to get all that stuff. So
right. I mean, I think clothing but I think Molly's right. I think it's gonna try and pull in a demographic that normally isn't really into shoes as much, so I mean it's a good move. I mean we'll see what happens. I'm wondering if it's gonna kind of coincide with her dropping some new music or something, because she ain't had anything out in a while. I know they were on tour, so might be something to that.
There's something there.
Gone till Sep, welcome to the crew.
Hmm?
Somebody just subscribed and I was just shouting them out.
What up?
Okay.
No, so they were talking about Jay-Z being with Puma and then her now signing with Adidas, whether or not that's a potential conflict of interest seeing as they're married. But I think as far as business is concerned, like their entities has and always will be separate. Like they're their own entities.
Right.
And who would care from either brand? I mean, as long as that person is rocking that shoe, they don't care about their marriage. Because I mean, at the end of the day, those are two of the biggest names in music. I mean, just in the world in general. But the way I look at it, I think it's going to be a select audience that's going to want to buy these. Just like I think Word was the one that mentioned the Fenties with Rihanna when she dropped those. There's a certain demographic that bought those. That wasn't the average sneakerhead. Now you did have some female sneakerheads that bought those shoes, but most of the people who bought them were chicks who were into fashion and who loved Rihanna. It wasn't, the average sneakerhead that went out and bought it.
Right.
I don't see the lasting power of it. I don't see it being something that's going to last more than 2 or 3 years as far as, you know, selling. When they first drop, yeah, they're going to sell out. They're going to be gone. But if they're going to keep having continuous drops, at some point it's going to phase out because, again, you're not looking at the average sneakerhead. You're looking at somebody who would normally buy some Skechers or some shit like that, you know, moms and their daughters and stuff. So I just don't see it being something that's going to sustain for a long period of time. Adidas just hasn't had good luck with bringing on celebs to collab with. I don't think. I mean, in the beginning, it's a big thing, but I just don't think they're looking at the traditional sneakerhead. And if you don't grab a sneakerhead, you're not going to continue to have that you know, those sales.
And
But
cars.
is there
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, but just thinking about it, is there really a woman or a woman's shoe that has sustained longevity in reality? I mean, I can't think of
Proprietary shoe or collab?
collab.
Anime?
Say that again.
Anime?
She's hit or miss though.
But that
Oliver.
yeah, her stuff is selling out. But I mean, that's what the last was it
She's got about 5 pairs.
Does she?
Yeah, she's got the ones, the silver one. She's got the Court Lux. She's got the 6s, the 10s. And I feel
Oh,
like
that's right. The PP.
Hey, shout out to Demetrius Reynolds for the $10 super chat.
Hey.
Appreciate you, bro.
The two ones and the 6 were really the only ones that really hit hard. I mean, those
The 10s were dope. It's just a 10.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But that's also only been what, a couple years though, right?
True.
I mean, she's doing, you know, she's selling out. But as far as, because like you said, Marcus, you know, so look at Kanye. You got Kanye on, but you got men and women buying his shoes. So, and it's Kanye. So I mean, I think that's
But
allowing it to
likewise.
stretch. So then, you know,
But see,
Gail Lee is doing, you know, good as well, I guess. But can we think of outside of, you know, her or anybody who's recent, who you could say from a woman perspective has had a shoe for maybe last 5 years, something like that? Any type of collab?
The difference with Kanye and Beyonce is that when Kanye came into the game, when he was signed on, he was already considered a sneakerhead. People were already looking at what he was rocking whenever he stepped out, always wearing Jordan 1s and Jordan 3s all the time. That's what people knew him for. So that brought in the sneakerhead, but then also it brought in the young kids, the young boys, 13, 14-year-old kids who were fans of Kanye and, you know, things like that. You're not going to get that with Beyonce. You're going to get teenage girls who are not going to continue to buy every drop that she brings out. Whereas with Kanye, everything that he came out with was selling out until Adidas decided to flood the market with it, which was the dumbest market anybody made. But, you know, I mean, would I like to see it take off? Of course. I mean, Beyonce, H-Town, I mean, you know, of course you want to see it. I just don't see it, you know,
lasting.
I don't see them having a stronghold for a long period of time.
And Karis
buying a pair.
Oh man, Karis had mentioned that she was visiting with Reebok. Wasn't she mess with them or
there
something?
was some rumors swirling, that she declined because she felt they had a lack of diversity, but then they later retracted that and said that wasn't the case, that this was just a better deal for her. I mean, at the end of the day, the money's funneling in the same place.
Right, yeah, same thing. But then I thought that black and gold 12 was supposed to be something to do with Beyonce. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's coming out? Well, I mean, that was the buzz around it.
Black and gold too. Were there some pictures of that?
Yeah, it's probably on J23. It's a 12. It's a it kind of looks like that PSNY black with the white with the golden.
Okay.
Hey, you still got your shadows?
What?
No, I have no shadows.
You have no shadows? No shadows at all?
Nope. Me personally, no.
You wrong. You just wrong.
There's shadows in your home.
No, there's a certain pair of shadows that he picked up. You know, certain pair of shadows he picked up, and I said, "Why'd you get those? You're gonna get the regular joints." He supposed to
yes, those.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So
I told you the upper stuff stays. It's the lower stuff. The only big shoe that I did let go of, but I also upgraded my cause. Pause 4.
We're going to have to get Karis on here sometimes. He's got a lot of information.
And those DBs.
Well, but that was only for the app. Had it not been for the app, I would still have those.
Yeah, I agree, Kev. I think we need Karis on here, then we need Nolo Solo on here. Both of those two guys can fill in that lane.
For sure. But let's get into the next one because we're going to, like I said, we're going light. We're going light tonight. Next one, we're going to talk about Kyle Korver on racism in the NBA. I don't know if you guys got a chance. I mean, it was going around last week.
I know we should have posted.
Yeah, it was a great read. I don't know, Maul, you want to expand on it or anybody else?
Yeah, so it was titled "Privileged," and it starts to. Well, he highlights. Well, step back. All right, so Korver played for the Utah Jazz, which recently, a fan got banned, lifetime ban, because of the altercation that he had with Russell Westbrook. Rewind, Korver played for the Hawks. This is back when Sebalosha, he got his leg broken in New York City. So he kind of gives his insight being a white NBA player, and then, kind of his reaction to some of the events that transpired, and then goes into what he thinks is a way to raise awareness and try to combat racism and whatnot. So, I mean, it's a pretty long read, but I think it's well worth it. It's part of the Players Tribune. It's titled "Privileged." We got to get the link up there. So if you want to check it out or what have you, you can. It's a very powerful piece. In fact, I'm going to drop the link right there. But I think it goes into really a lot of the problems, the issues, and the things day to day that some of these players face, going into some of these rural areas and things like that, where they're not just playing in New York City or LA. I mean, hell, Boston has been they've been highlighted for a lot of things that they say and how those fans interact with certain types of players and such. So very deep piece, man.
One of the things I really liked about the piece was that it kind of it took away like that when people say, hey, that's white guilt and whatever, because he was able to actually walk through how he arrived at different spaces or frames of thought. So I thought that was a key piece in it, because a lot of times you see people like, who's it, Sean King, where he's an advocate for civil rights, and he'll just kind of point out,
far.
Yeah, and he'll point out, what's wrong. And I think at a lot of times he'll jump on something when it's just something hot before, actually, living something out. We need people like him, but, people like Kyle Korver who can kind of bridge the gap. I thought that, if people took the time to read it, it was great to watch, or great to read.
I haven't had a chance to read it. I mean, I saw this in Mall when you first ran across it. You and Kev, I think y'all talked about it and posted, but I never went back to read it. I think it's a great thing, but my thing is with the NBA has been a little bit more racially diverse than any other sports. I would rather see something like this in the NFL. Because that's where you see the huge problems with racism, not just from the fans, not just from the city, but you see it from the organizations. You see it from the owners of the teams, whereas we're seeing right now with the whole, why can't I think of his name? God damn it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Kaepernick situation. That's where something like this needs to come out. The NBA has always, stood up for, civil rights and things of that nature. We've had that, which is cool. And it's great to hear from a perspective of somebody that's not of color. But we need these same guys, people in the NFL, people in MLB to make these kind of stands and say these type of things, because it's just not, it doesn't have as big an impact in the NBA. Had this been the NFL, this would have been the biggest story on the news,
But
don't forget soccer too, right? Like, let's not.
Oh yeah, soccer.
2 weeks ago, the black dude from Italy, the whole crowd was chanting some racist stuff, and he scored, I think, twice, and just stared down the crowd, and then they were getting on him, talking about, he's egging on the crowd, but
that's a completely different type of. That's a completely different type of racism, because you see, they discriminate against everybody. It's not just people.
I mean,
of color,
they're really passionate, but
Right.
there is a lot of racism, like especially with the international teams. So you've got Spain, who is it, Mario Balotelli?
Yep.
He experienced racism on the national team. So like, people of color definitely, it's we think of it as like a U.S. problem, but it's really
It's worse out. Yeah, right. It's global, and I would. Yeah,
in certain instances, right. It's still really, really bad. In other areas. And Marcus, you mentioned that we need it in other sports. I remember Chris Long for the Eagles. He actually, he was locking arm in arm with Malcolm Jenkins and a lot of those players to show support and solidarity when they were taking a knee and such. So, I mean, there are pockets here and there. I think what we need is for that to be more widespread.
Right.
And if we can get, one player here, one player there, unfortunately, it's just not enough.
Right.
It has to hit home. You know what I mean? Like there has to be a strong group. There's got to be strength in numbers if it's ever really going to affect change.
And it's got to be somebody that's a face. I mean, Kyle Korver is not the household name of a player that stands out. It's got to be. I mean, again, like I said, with the NBA, it's great that he stood out, and it does take an effect. But in the NFL, you're going to need somebody.
Well, you need a quarterback in the NFL,
right? You need a Aaron Rodgers, somebody like that. To make
I think it's a good start, though. It's a good.
It's a good start
because maybe somebody's going to see that, and then they're going to say, hey, I can say something too. But they have to make sure that their talent is where they're able to, not get passed over. Because we saw what happened to Kaepernick. I mean,
but I think people are afraid.
He did it on the tail end, like when he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like
And this is why the NBA is my favorite sport. I mean, this is why I love the league because it's so different. Whereas, you have athletes who are not afraid to open their mouth. But then when you look at the NFL here in my own city, the quarterback of the unnamed team that I want to talk about sides with the racist owner and, basically shits on everything that Kaepernick started. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's the kind of thing that, it's disappointing when we had somebody who had the opportunity as a black quarterback who was known, who could have said something, and he chose to side with the owner, looking at money and looking at job stability. Right. That's what hurts right there.
And then Karish just said Tom Brady, but Tom Brady
would never say anything.
Yeah, he ain't.
That's the problem. People don't want to. They don't want to be lumped.
Tom Brady does not say anything of the sort.
Like, Tom Brady's red cat. He's red cat. He's red cat.
Think of the effect that he would have. Think of the effect that somebody like Tom Brady would have.
It would be monumental.
Right.
Yeah. But that's the problem. We don't have anybody like that.
No. But that's the other thing, right? So, like, you mentioned Korver. Korver's at the tail end of his career. He's just a veteran, right? But who's in a similar scenario where they are at the apex or on the rise, career-wise, that could hold that weight in the NBA? There's not too many because even the article says like 75% of the NBA is black.
Right.
And all the superstars, the all-stars and such are black. So it's a very, African-American dominated league. And I think from the bottom to the top, it's recognized as such. And for that reason, Adam Silver has a great relationship with the players. He understands them. He gets in front of a lot of the issues. So he saw what was happening with the NFL. And let's face it, get down NFL owners, NFL players, there's not a good relationship there. There hasn't been. There won't be. He doesn't have a good relationship with anyone, realistically. Whereas Silver, is received much better by everyone. And he's able to see what's going on with the NFL, get out in front of that and say, okay, well, guys, I don't want you taking a knee during the anthem, but I'll give you an opportunity to, speak your piece, to say what you want, to express yourself, to do this, to do that. The NFL wants to have their cake and eat it too, and the NBA makes compromises. That's why those players are able to, really have a voice.
Right. Plus, the NFL, they're catering more towards their sponsors versus, versus the players, like Papa John's.
The NBA is global; they have a global reach, whereas the NFL, is really,
U.S.
It's North America, right?
Well, nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to
Korver, Kraft no credit for
you know what?
Meal. That was more publicity for himself. That was more in order to bring back some love towards himself for the things that he had already did. So I'm not
he got caught up
having a good time.
He's like, ride with me. Ride with me on this.
Championship, all right. Getting them Well, we ain't gonna say
He's
that
getting
on
them, getting them handoffs, and he wasn't on the field. You feel me?
here. You better hope that tape don't drop.
Boy.
Oh,
Somebody trying to sue him now to keep them tapes from dropping, and it ain't him.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I don't fault him for that, bro. He's a consumer at that point.
They're gonna keep those away.
But you know, I mean, jumping off topic real quick. I mean, think about it realistically. You're in this spot taping, and the person who's suing said, "Listen, I wasn't doing any of that. I was just going in there getting a massage." So how can you sit in here and you can tape naked men getting massaged who aren't doing anything extra? Isn't that the same as if you put a camera in the bathroom?
Right, I agree. I think there's probably some type of different things when you're on a sting, and then someone already told them that it's going on in there. So
no, they said that they said it was a bomb threat, cleared the spa out,
but they had to know that stuff was popping off. You know, somebody was at the bar talking about getting whatever, and they say, "Hey, you did what?" And then they say, "Hey, man, dude, Skeeter said that they down there giving them massages, the middle massages," and and he happened to be there. I mean, out of all the places, the one that he went to, because I'm sure there's many of those places around.
Oh yeah, I know several.
Oh, wow.
Do you?
French
I've
Street.
never been there personally, but
whatever.
Yeah,
you take a trip to Canada. Canada's
oh yeah, Montreal.
Yeah, it's a shit ton of them out there.
He walks.
I got friends.
Mo walks around. He smells something. That smells like a handoff parlor.
All right, I'm done with that.
All right, let's go ahead and hit topic 3: preachers and sneakers.
Hey man,
that one.
Can I get a witness? Yes.
Praise the Lord.
All right. I don't know if you guys have. We were going to talk about this last week. When we last week we decided to take a break. But I still think it's something that would be kind of good to discuss. I know other people have discussed it, but you got preachers out here, and I mean, as you can see, I mean, Red Octobers, Off-Whites,
the John Gray.
All types of high price shoes. And what are your thoughts on preachers spending their money this way? Do you care? Do you think that it's a problem? Do you think that they're taking money out the collection plate and hitting StockX?
I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of grief. That everybody just recognize these are my opinions and not the rest of the show.
Oh Lord.
I'm a Christian. Been a Christian my whole life, but I stopped going to church basically because of this type of foolishness and things like that go on in the church. The last time I went to a church, the pastor was begging for money, saying, "Hey, such and such is driving a Lexus. This guy's driving a Benz. I'm out here driving an old ass Honda. I need more money." Okay,
that's a problem.
That's when I knew my love for the church. I can get the same message at home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that just to say a lot of these guys are greedy. I don't like the fact that you're going out spending that type of money on some shoes. I mean, we know that this guy didn't buy those Yeezys. Pastor John Gray, he didn't buy those Yeezys back when they first dropped on the app. He went out and spent $3-4 grand to buy those shoes. And go ahead.
See, like I'm not a fan of organized religion. I believe in God. However, the people that go to church are some of them people are worse than the people that you see at the gas station.
This is true.
And if that's your profession, I don't know how you're getting the money to do it, but you're getting paid somehow. You're getting paid to lead prayer or whatever, and I can't tell you what you can spend your money on. Now, there's churches we have churches out here in Columbus that I'm like, how do you get a church that big? Like, how do you even do it? Like, where's all?
I mean, we have some of the richest pastors here in Texas. I mean, we've got.
I could imagine.
TD Jakes. We've got TD Jakes, who's got an amazing sized church, which I don't attend because when the church first started, if you weren't Deion Sanders or Emmitt Smith or such and such, you had to basically sit in the back.
And the overflow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you wasn't in there writing $5,000 checks every Sunday, then they didn't give you the love. You know, that was another thing that kind of turned me off from it. You know, and when Kev, you say, where do they get the money? They get the money from you. When that little plate that goes around that you put your money in.
Hey, I'm like Arsenio. I'll put a chicken bone in there. I thought it was trash.
I thought it was trash.
They got a whole bunch of, I mean, but they get money from different ways. Like I know here, our pastor, Pastor John Wesley, I don't know. I've heard, you know, like he's getting in the millions. I mean, and that's the church that I used to attend. Young guy. I mean, but he's good. Like when he came in, he grew the church significantly because I mean, he just knows how to, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I grew up in the church. I didn't like it, you know, but for me, it took finding somebody who could explain the Bible and you just weren't getting bored. And he mixes in hip hop, he mixes in old stuff. So it just keeps me interested. And he grew the church significantly. So I mean, he's earning his money. Now I know at the time when I was there, he was driving a 7 Series, you know, Beamer, you know, but if he's growing the church and he's doing big things, like they bought out several townhouses in the area because they're going to knock them down and expand the church. So if he's doing his job, I'm getting the word and people are coming in and they're paying. I don't have a problem with you doing whatever you do with your money, you know, as long as you're not flaunting it and acting like you're better than anybody else. As long as you're doing what I need you to do and that's giving me the word, you do what you want to do.
And I mean, I agree with that to a certain extent. You know, I mean, if you're doing a job and you're doing your job well, you should be well paid for it. But at the same time, you know, we have pastors here that have jets. Why does a pastor need a jet? You know what I'm saying?
There's overkill. That's overkill.
Right. And so we kind of going outside of the subject, you know.
I need to get my sermon on.
My thing is, I don't want to go into a church and see. I mean, it's okay if I come in and you got on some J's or something like that, but when you got on a shoe, I'm a sneakerhead, been one 30 years that I don't even have and I can't afford. I have a problem with that. I mean, because now you're stuck, you know. And that's,
are you gonna afford it? You can afford it.
I mean, I can, but I choose not to.
About to say, I'm seeing the pickups every week. You put them down and get one, you can afford it.
And just like old man Snicker said, it's a shame many churches turning into a business, and that's basically what it is.
Right.
I mean,
that's true. I mean, when you got to beg for money and stuff, I mean, that's
right. Well, that's one
big
thing. And I also think that, you know, there are a lot of folk who go there and, you know, they're going for the word or what have you. Listen, if everyone in that demographic is loaded, it just is what it is, right? But a lot of people go to church, you know, they're struggling, they're looking for inspiration, they're looking for hope. And if you're sitting there with $5,000 shoes on, it's just not a good look, right?
Exactly.
So I guess it's the optics, right? You know what I mean? Like, it probably shouldn't be a problem,
right?
But it is because of the optics.
Right.
I mean, it's you know, you're coming in there driving a $100,000 car wearing, you know, a $2,000 suit and $3,000 shoes, and then you got an old lady that has to catch the bus to come up there every week, barely has a meal to feed herself.
Right.
You know, but
she's still donating. She's right. She's still donating. That you know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't sit well.
Right. I mean, I can see that. I can see if they're not. I can see if they're not, but I can see if you're not helping the church. Like, in reality, you can't help everybody, right? But I mean, you can only help so many people. I get it. I mean, but let's put it this way. Like I said, I'm not a fashion guy, so I mean, somebody can have on some $4,000 regular like shoes, and I wouldn't know the difference. I think because we're into sneakers, we can say, "Oh, he's got Red October."
Oh, I think you would. I think you'd look at the shoe, you'd be like, "Wow, that looks premium. Like, that looks like it's an expensive shoe. Like, wow, that's a Ferragamo. Like, that's nice. That's."
I mean, what if they're fake
leather.
though?
Like, that's.
No, I doubt they fake.
But I'm saying though, what if they are?
What if the Yeezys are fake?
Oh, the Yeezys.
Yeah. What if they're fake? What if he got a pair for $100 that he liked and he's wearing them to appeal to a younger audience? Because
not John Gray.
But I'm just saying. But I'm saying though, like,
no, I get you playing devil's advocate.
Yeah,
I can understand that. So like when I saw this initially, that's what I thought. So he's trying to reach the youth. You know what I mean? Like, all right, he's trying to make that connection. That's all well and good. But I think you look at the picture, you look at the rest of the get up, and you realize that it's more than just trying to reach the youth. It's more than just trying to appeal to a certain demographic.
Yeah, he got a show that comes on every week. Go look at it, and trust me, you'll see exactly.
No, I'm good, man.
Who is that?
I ain't got time.
That guy with the Yeezys on, John Gray. He has a show that comes on. I think it's in OWN or one of those channels. But yeah, he used to co-pastor
Miss DMV
with,
Soul. What's good? Said her pastor used to drive a Maserati.
Okay.
He only ate off gold-plated.
I really hope you're joking with that one.
Man,
probably not.
I don't.
I mean, a lot of that probably does go on, but it's one thing to flaunt it.
Like a Targaryen.
You're just taking everyone's last. Like there are people who just they live by that 10% tithes and offering, and they're giving their last.
You know what? You're right, because I know somebody like that who does that, and they're struggling.
Exactly.
I'm like, I can't.
10% for nothing. 10% for us is not much. We're not gonna be hurting from that. But 10% for somebody that's on a fixed income, that's a lot of money.
10% is a lot of money.
10% to me is a lot of money. Yeah,
a lot.
That's a lot.
It is.
The impact,
but think about
10% when you don't got it, but you're still giving it. You know what I mean? That's
exactly.
That's 10% after tax. I know. I got kids.
And a lot of those people that are paying that, a lot of those people that you see in the church that are giving that 10% are people who have fixed incomes, people who don't have the type of money, older people who don't know any better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it with my own eyes at so many churches. I mean, my dad was a treasurer at the churches, and I've seen it where these people who I know couldn't afford to feed themselves was coming in there every Sunday writing checks for $200, and it's depressing that there were so many times I wanted to just take the check and tear it up because I'm like, that's not fair. And when you know that that's coming in and there's nothing you can do about it, it hurts. So that's why I have such a big problem with it. That's why I have such a big problem with the institution of what the church has become. It's not what it used to be. The last 15 years, churches they want to be mega churches and bring in all these $1 million. When I was going to church as a kid, it was like 20 of us in there, barely any kind of fucking AC going. We in there were fans and shit. It wasn't about the money. It was about the word. And it's changed, man. And it's hurtful. And, I know if my mom was watching this, she's going to be mad at me, but that's how I feel about it.
Man, I remember going to my father's church. My mom's church is the same. Where, I swear, every time I go, they pass that collection plate around all the time. And I think the only thing they did was buy them little Martin Luther King fans. Like, man, y'all can't even put a box fan in this joint. Man, it's hotter than roots up in this piece.
And that's true, Skinner. There are a lot of churches that do for the communities. I'm not going to say that they don't. It's a lot of them that are out there. The church I attend, it's a pretty big church, and we do a lot for the community, but there's still a lot of things that I see that go on that don't have to be that way. And it's just like in a business. It's no different. Like where I work at AT&T, we're cutting jobs like in the thousands, but our
top guy probably getting
they getting $26 million bonuses where they already making millions of dollars. So there's still a fine line there that's being crossed. If I was a millionaire already and I'm working for a Fortune 500 company, or even at a church, if I'm a pastor at a church and I got that kind of money, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? I made $20 million last year. Give me $10 million this year and put that other 10 somewhere else. And that's not what's happening. The money is coming from your money that you put into the offering plate. It's not coming from his salary. That's where you have to make
10% after tax to you, 10% tax free to them.
Right. Dang. I didn't even think about that like that.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. Well, y'all want to go to the next one? We'll breeze through this next one real quick, and then Ma,
goodbye.
Well, we'll breeze through this one real quick. Let's just talk about these Air Max Day winter
okay.
Designs. Which one's the best to y'all?
Go ahead, Ma.
I didn't cop any of them.
I didn't either.
To me, the ones that Gabby.
Yeah, I did like Gabby's.
Yeah,
those are dope.
The Tokyos are cool. It's just a little too much going on.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
And the rest of them, I could just do without.
I actually like that. I like the Paris.
I probably would have copped a couple of them, but
yeah, I'm not buying any of them. I'm not buying any of them. But
I like 19 mall.
I like the London and the New York coming.
Did you
hit on those?
Yeah, I hit on the Tokyos, and I'm going to get Gabby's on Friday.
Which ones are those?
On the swoosh. On the swoosh.
Which ones are those?
Top left. The 98s.
I might circle back for those. I got a pair of socks to go with them already.
What did y'all think of the soles? Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
I mean, if anything, it's support for a fellow sneakerhead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's, you know, that's the main thing I'm looking at with that. I mean, even though to me it's still the dopest out of all of them. I mean,
yeah,
it's mainly to show support. You know, and hopefully all of her shoes will sell out because I don't like the fact that they're sitting, but
they're chilling.
Yeah, but I think they probably were mass GR. They didn't do those like the Weatherspoon.
Right, they made quite a bit. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, should they hit Kick Square beforehand? They were $50 off.
Yeah, with Mike Rich.
So let you know the quantity that they had.
Right, exactly. Is she the only one who was in the sneaker community who was selected? Or what about the other people?
She's from the only one from here. Yeah, she's from here.
Oh, right. Okay.
What did y'all think of the 97?
The London one?
The black one?
The neon soul.
I like those.
Yeah, I think they dope, man.
I just can't get it.
That's probably my third favorite pair of them.
That's the second favorite for me.
I think that I don't like the all black bottom on the bottom. I don't know.
You talking about the bottom middle one, Kev?
Talking about the top middle.
Oh
top.
No, I'm good on those. You know me.
Yeah, the
you don't
neon
like
soul.
No, I'm good on
this guy.
My bad. I'm thinking you meant the London joint.
Nah, the London. I dig the London. I dig the Tokyo. I don't care for the neon soul. That's probably the only one that I wouldn't wear probably. The other one, yeah, I think the other ones I'd probably wear.
Okay.
But the Tokyos are the Mays, right? Is it Shanghai is the blue one? Or what is it?
Blue Shanghai.
See, like I originally liked those the best, but then I looked at them and was like, I don't know if I like the fabric on them, and then all the pull straps in the back, like it kind of looked a little. The color I think is dope. The color on the 97. I don't know. I wish that Vapor Max had laces instead of whatever the hell's going on with it. I like the colorway. I like the colorway, and I like how they use the what is that? The
velvet?
No, the tip. Pause. The toe box is from, what was it, the Air Max? I can't even think right now. Yeah. And I like how they had that with the Vapor Max, and then it went into whatever the hell the middle of it is.
Man, them joints.
Yeah, it's just too much going on for me.
They just they need laces though. They need laces, I think.
I just don't like the Vapor Max sole. I mean, you take that away and put up maybe the Air Max 98 sole on it. It might.
I hear that.
I'm surprised we didn't see anybody pick a 90. Nobody likes 90s. I don't know why.
90s is my shit. 90s.
I'm about to say 90s is my favorite. 90s is favorite for me.
90s is my shit. But I don't know if they gave them a choice to pick a 90. I don't know how that worked. I didn't even vote. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I didn't either.
I guess I need to learn my lesson because the last 2 years I didn't vote and I didn't get it early. You know?
But you know what's funny though? Those Weatherspoons, how they said anybody who voted for them got early access. I didn't vote for them. I got early access because I remember when Pino was saying all the people who missed, you should vote for the ugliest shoe so that those are the ones that get stocked. And then so I did that. But I mean, I got early access.
Yeah, I did. But I wasn't gonna buy none of these.
Good for you.
But I did get Susan's.
Yeah, fuck you.
Next topic.
Oh, that's right. That's one of the. Okay, so we got Susan's, Bread Force. Now we just need to figure out what that third pair is coming. Probably them battle ones you just talking about.
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne.
Oh, right. There you go.
All right, let's go ahead and hit this. This one was submitted by Collector That's Cars, right?
Cars. Yeah.
Man, Cars. Change your name back, man. Everybody gonna know Cars. We'd be like, man, you follow Collector like who? But no, was it what is it called? The Heron Air Max. Yeah. And then Ma, you were gonna
yeah, I guess I'll just kind of show.
All right, here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch the scene and then I'll lock in on you.
Yeah, so just to kind of show the interface. If this is how like Nike ID is gonna be moving forward, it's pretty cool. You know what they let you actually select or what have you.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, so just the way they let you update some of the features. Usually the color swatches are on this side, and you kind of just scroll through. This is a little bit more interactive.
It's like a 3D.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, nice. Okay. Damn.
Right. So it's got a nice interface or what have you.
And these are, I think these are limited, right?
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah, I
But-
think it's
No, they're not limited. I think they're limited to a date. I think
Oh,
Okay.
right,
they
they're-
have to
yeah,
till
if
Friday
I
or
go
Saturday.
Back while supplies last. Initially, there was like a countdown that was going. Here we go. There's the countdown. So you got
Okay.
a week basically to play around with them.
I like the
But,
I
yeah,
like
this-
the Air Max 90.
This was kind of what I
Alright.
just put together real quick. Yeah, and you can change the sole to the 95.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't like
can you
it.
change the color of the sole?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
you can.
Yeah. Of course you can.
Okay, thank God.
But there's more choices on the other Nike ID. Or is this still on? Is the 95 still on the Nike ID
Yeah, but I think this is just a different,
with that?
like the Air Max 95, right? This is this theme.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna grab a pair. I just hate the weight, man.
I am not grabbing it.
what was it, 2
Man,
weeks?
you said you hate to wait, but you got all them damn shoes. What's it,
Oh,
2
what
weeks?
shoes? Man, I don't like that. When I
Did you
order
say all
something,
them
when I
shoes?
spend my money,
Turn around, please. All what shoes?
Oh,
when I
pause.
spend,
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, yo.
I'm sorry. You sound like Oz. Never mind.
Whoa.
yeah, when I spend money
Anyway.
on something, man, I like to get it.
They don't bother me, man. I literally like I make them, I cop them, I forget about them. The doorbell rings. I'm like, oh shit, here's 3 pairs of shoes. That's what's up.
See, I'm not gonna forget about them though. My ass checks my damn UPS every fucking day. to see
You
what's
will,
coming.
because how much, especially if a lot of other things are coming out, you're focusing on other cops, and then you get the updates like started, finishing up, ship. So, it's a nice little surprise for them to pop up. It's not that big of a deal, bro. You can do
I'm
it.
gonna
You'll be
order
all
them,
right.
You can do it.
You went from having to pick them up at brick and mortar to be able to order shoes online. I think you'd be all right.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Went from making shoes out of rocks. You all right?
Wow.
That takes time. You got
All right,
chisel it away.
You cop the
Alright,
cultivator joint, you'll be all right. Like, it's the same thing. It's the
that's
same
true.
thing.
Yeah, and that was
You
a
cop-
longer process.
You cop,
probably.
a couple weeks later, boom, they're there. Done.
Ha! Just got a feature from Solely Nikes. All right, okay. Anyway.
Hey, I was on there yesterday. Shout out to Sully Nike, showing the love.
Chillin'.
Oh yeah, you sure was on there. I ain't see that. That's dope.
Y'all
Damn,
want
son.
to
Thank you. Take him to church.
Mom, we need you to get on there.
I need
What's up?
We need you to
You
be
just play
featured
me?
on there.
I get featured all the time. It's one of the few pages that actually still feature me.
Hey, I just seen Z Sneakerheads posted a bread.
Oh
Saying
yeah, it's
Black
coming out
Friday?
Black Friday.
Mm.
It's got the same shape as the OG. $160. Want to throw that up real quick?
Go ahead,
Yes.
man.
Alright,
Gotta lock in on you.
you.
What do y'all think about? Hey, I'm glad that they're bringing these back over the ship.
Ships.
Because them ships.
These are OG.
I honestly like the shape of the current style better. I ain't gonna lie, but it'd be nice.
hell?
I do.
I do too, but I would just like to have this just to have
For
in
sure.
the collection, just
For
because
sure.
of what it represents. Because
Wow.
I never thought they would go back to that. You got it, Mom?
Hold on. I gotta figure out the proper spelling.
Nice.
Or you
Oh,
need
okay.
Z sneakerheads.
The Z. Ha ha. All right, let's see. if I
Yeah,
can
they
log
look
in.
leather. I mean,
Application window and share. Boom. Here we go.
all right,
So there you have it.
the same as all the other ones. No, this one.
Nah, I mean it looks. Listen, hopefully that shit don't have that glittery fucking substance on it. On the
All of
cheap-ass
them
leather.
do. All
Yeah,
of
no,
them.
They
you-
do.
you're
I'm
not gonna get
looking at
around
a
that.
fair mind right the fuck now that a Super DS that are looking like a cheer shoe, man,
Yes.
glittery and shit. Every,
Like-
every couple weeks I gotta wipe them hoes down just to get the fucking
Yeah.
glitter
No,
out.
this looks like you had them at the strip club, just chilling.
I know.
At least you know they real when they got that glitter. If your shit ain't got no
Sure.
glitter on it, you might need
Here
to
we
go
go,
check
though.
it back.
Yeah,
About
damn.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
They look like when you put some product in a beard, like, and this shit just be glistening.
Damn.
So,
It's just
and they-
glitter. It look
they
like the
optimize.
satins.
They're not in the box. You know, everyone's, oh, take them out. It's a tissue paper, it's this and that.
Yeah,
this
I've got
oxidation, motherfucker. This is chilling in the room.
Right.
Just getting glitter on it like a motherfucking third grade art project.
Yeah, look at
because my shattered backboard's been in containers since almost day one. And I clean it every time I win.
Can you see that? Can you see that? Look at that. Look how bad that is.
Damn.
Those are shadows?
These are Barons.
Barons, yeah.
I mean, there's a little dust on it too.
Yeah, your shit dirty, nigga.
It's not dirty. It's just it was dust. I don't know.
About a baby wipe from the StockX.
Hey, we need to put together glitter wipes. For the
Message.
There it is. Yeah.
Hey,
wipes.
Trademarked.
Yeah, go ahead and do it down before somebody else steal that shit.
Hey, you know how they do.
I can already know with that on his page tomorrow.
Hey, listen, bro. There's a lot of teams out there. They be chomping at the bit.
Oh God,
man.
Better than us, but they love our leftovers.
I'm gonna just be quiet and watch this game.
Well, let's go ahead and like I said, we're going. It's an express show. We're gonna try it out.
Yeah,
you know, we're gonna end it early. Well, not early. This is the time that we're gonna be ending it. You know, some days we might start up a new one and go over. Today is not gonna be one of those days.
Not today.
Let me run through this list right quick.
Get them, Banks.
I quit.
All right. These are the shout outs. Appreciate everybody that shouts us out every week. Definitely appreciate y'all, and definitely appreciate you guys coming in and sharing with us. You know, without you guys, you know, we don't have a reason to talk online. None this way. But shout out to Hot Dog, Chad E. Powell, KB Fresh Kicks, Arios Ben 76. Shout out to Cars Collector shout out to D Reynolds 79, Need More Nick, Matza, Retro Boomin' 6. Shout out to Mo Unbox app. Make sure you guys go ahead and download that joint. It's gonna work someday, and you're gonna be like, man, I was there when it was at the ground level.
When the Jordan 63 comes out, it's
shout out to
appreciate the support, Marcus.
Bam Adrian, E Nice Kicks. Shout out to T Sutton and Scientist Beats. They create all the music that outside of what Maul talks at the beginning of the show on, but everything else they create all the beats. So if you ever need beats, you like something that you hear, go ahead and hit them up. Big Boy Sneaks 43, KY Souls Mike, Mr. Kicks Connoisseur, John Fresh Kicks, J Soul, Adams Kicks, Dominican Koki. All right. Shaw Fitness Shalako. PGH Kid. And I think that's all I have on mine. So if I miss you, I apologize. But I thought I saw everybody. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Word.
Who, Nick?
Mo.
No. All right. Once again, appreciate you fellas. Always time just flies by. It's like we said, we're going to cut it down, and it's like, damn, we done already?
Yeah, no, right?
You know, but, you know, appreciate you guys as always, you know, the weekly chats, everything else. Appreciate you guys out there in the chat for tuning in for this hour and a couple minutes. All you guys shouting me out, showing the support. Still saying download the app. I know that's, you know, we got some shit going on, but we're going to get it worked out. I'm trying to, you know, show everybody some support. I appreciate everybody using the hashtag. It's just a lot going on. So I'm definitely, you know, I'm here. If anybody needs something, you know, just reach out. Definitely down to, you know, support and help you guys out in any way I can. And look out for the page. I'm thinking Mug Swap might be the name, but you know, if you're looking to have Kev cut your head off and put it on something inappropriate, you know,
just leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. I'm sensitive.
I'm gonna warn you now.
Ask Slick about that.
don't mess with Kev, or you're gonna wind up on a vacation with your nipples pierced. Trust me, I know.
With Mr. Furley, somewhere.
so yeah, so I'm good. Appreciate all you guys. Look out for the page, show some support. We're gonna try and get that going soon. And over to you, Molly.
Yeah, usual suspects. Appreciate you kicking it for the hour and 10 minutes. Let us know what you think about the kind of condensed format. I like it. It's playoff time. Let's watch some ball. Let's squeeze the content and let us know again what you think. What part you want to bring back, if we should do another day, whatever the case may be. Mo's got plenty of time now since his app ain't doing nothing. So he's more than welcome to come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Friday, Saturday.
Sunday. As Kev said, shout out to everybody who shouted us out. Much appreciated. I try to get to everybody, repost them as well. Shout out to Marcus for being old. I'm going to cut this short because I don't want him to forget what he's going to say.
Shout out to the Container Store, Unbox App, 89 Manufacturing, and City Jeans Premium.
Hold up, before you go, Marcus. But like Molly said, if there's something that y'all want to see different content-wise format with the show, just reach out and let us know. I mean, we're making changes for you guys, so don't feel like you can't, tastefully say, hey, here's what we'd like to see different. We're always open. So just reach out. We're here.
So we're making the announcement. You're back full time.
Yeah.
He said we.
Yeah. You're back full time.
French right there, bro. You spoke a lot of French.
Yeah.
I mean,
documented.
They.
Nah, you're back. He's back, yo. All right. Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
I'm gonna be gone for this motherfucker for the next 2-3 weeks. Go ahead, Marcus. Shit. Talk about this game.
All right. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to my brothers on the panel, as always. Love you guys. Even the guy Maul that can't grow any hair on his face.
Face game for life. Team lights.
Shout out to the usual suspects, the chat, the Red Cup Mafia, the Texas Connect, all the crews. Shout out to all you guys for always showing love and support. Shout out to the 4 thumbs down. Y'all must have the notification turned on, and we appreciate that.
Oh, good call.
Any motherfucker that put that kind of time into coming in every Monday and hitting that thumbs down, got love for you too. And Saturday, we got the DFW Sneakerhead Meetup. We're going to go to Kickspo event. Then we're going to hit up Pen Stacks, knock down some pens. Mo was supposed to come, but he done pulled out on us. But, he should have learned how to pull out a long time ago before he started, come to the sneaker. Have 12 kids today.
I'm about 4 kids too late for that.
Right. Other than that, we thank y'all for coming out here, hanging out with us. We know y'all could be doing something else, but we appreciate the support, and we will be back next Monday. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
Thank you for supporting the Monday Midsole. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next Monday. Peace.